Yo,
Going
what it
on,
is?
big dog?
What's up
What's
with
up
it?
with it? Oh, another wonderful day. Trying to get it.
Is it a wonderful day?
I'm gonna make it a wonderful day.
Hey, brother, every day above dirt is a good day.
You got that right. You got that right. Hey, I was tripping earlier. I was sitting and I was like, I got a thought. Is MJF really has the gimmick of of a non wrestler and getting paid for it?
You know, I might be in the small minority, but I'm not a big MJ fan, MJF fan.
I'm just thinking about that gimmick that he got. I said, how do you sell a gimmick of a non-wrestler to a wrestling promoter?
I mean, it's worked for him so far. So,
Like, is that even lawful?
shit. Apparently, shit. Fucking apparently, he didn't got away with it this long. Like, there's. I watch him work in the ring and all this other crap. I'm like, there. His match, he come on and I change the channel. I'm sorry. It's
Same thing over and over and over.
he is a wash and repeat. If there is ever a wash and repeat, I've said it before on several occasions. All of his matches and his feuds are literally the fucking same.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I
They
agree.
they they are the fucking same. So it's like
Yeah.
whatever. There's some pockets of people that they're MJF fans. I mean, to
I
each.
guess they trying to give him a little rub because they planning with the Hurt Syndicate and all.
Yeah. I mean, if it works, it works. But if not, then it's whatever.
I don't think
I
it's
don't give,
gonna work. But the thing
I
is,
don't.
Bobby Lashley and Shelton and MVP, they don't need him.
No, no, they don't. I'm wondering if they setting this up for more of a to have a match between him and MVP more than him and Bobby or him and Sheldon.
Yeah, because this is gonna be a squash match. He go up against Bobby. It was
It's a strong possibility. Like, I mean,
fans ain't gonna like that one.
say what?
The MJF fans ain't gonna like that one.
No, they ain't. I mean, they'll be all right though. I mean, people hate other people's opinions when it don't line up with their opinion. It's like, okay, but here's the thing: I'm entitled to my opinion. Like for me, as I said, all his feuds and his matches are the same. I don't like his promos because his formula is just the same. He do too much yelling for me, and then you
Yeah,
insult the crowd or whatever town you in, and then
same
it's
thing.
like
Same thing. Is they
same thing.
keep heat?
Yeah, it's the cheap heat. And
Yeah,
it's like chasing a hug. Get the cheap pop in the city, like
right.
Mick Foley. He turned that into his gimmick. Like every time he was in the city, in
Yeah,
that city, he would mention that city.
but it was a. I thought it was a joke though. You know what I mean?
It was a joke. It started out as a joke, and then he just made it part of his thing. So,
Yeah. I mean, but he used it.
and he used it, and it
You
fucking
know.
worked. So that was the funny thing about it. Like
Right.
it
He
fucking
he
worked.
used this as part of his thing, but like you say, MJF, he kind of got that same thing, man, where over and over and over and over and over.
Oh,
It's kind of starting to run dry.
yeah, his promos. As soon as I see him coming out, as soon as I hear that music, I'm going to the bathroom. Let me go take the dog out right quick. Something I don't know.
He said
I, I
he changed the channel quick.
yeah, I check out real quick. So
We coming for
Because
you,
the
nigga.
only time that they did something different with him was was when he was with Jericho.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, but other than that, but that got goofy real quick. Yeah.
it did, and it probably was intended to do that because we already knew where it was leading to. So
It was
Yo.
what
big.
up with
Oh, that's my feedback there. Sorry about
it?
that.
So real quick before we jump into our WrestleMania predictions and what have you here, just a real quick question. And you don't think too hard on it. Who no, and I was thinking about this earlier today, and I wanted to save it for Sunday. I was like, we can do it now. It just real quick.
Yeah.
Who is one of your favorite, or who do you think is one of the ranks in your top best promo, period. Like not just delivering their promos, like any generation, any era, just across the board in general, not named Dusty Rhodes or Ric Flair.
I don't know if y'all want to hear mine, man.
I mean, but it's your opinion though. So
Within the last, I say 10 years, man, probably Enzo.
Oh,
it I can see that. Enzo's his promos are entertaining though. So
Well, yeah, it's a difference between entertaining and like the best, like how you described it, because he really didn't sell matches. He just knew how to trash talk really well, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He was like you say, what was the one promo that he did in the ring when he used his hand as the mic, and the whole crowd said every line.
I know what you're talking about because he either the mic wasn't on or something to that nature, but he didn't need it because they knew his gimmick already. So
Man, that was perfect though. That was perfect. To me, it's still CM Punk.
Yeah.
as your promo guy. I can see that. I mean, he did have some misses there, especially when they was doing the Straight Edge Society. But
Yeah.
what,
right now he back at the tip of the top.
yeah.
Back at the tip
Yeah.
of the top.
At the tippy top.
Yeah.
One of my favorite promo guys of all time, period, is Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake he didn't do all the yelling. Of course, he didn't curse. He just always kept it in a real low monotone, and he looked directly into the camera. And he's looking at you, and it's like,
yeah,
this son of a bitch is gonna kill me for real, or whatever he's saying made you believe that he was gonna do whatever he said he was gonna do. Think about it. Jake Snake, he never yelled in his promos. I mean, he brought it up some, but he wasn't yelling like how MJF or how Ric Flair was when he got hype and what have you. Like he didn't do all that. He was always in the same monotone, looking directly into the camera.
what was those that was in ECW? Douglas.
Shane Douglas.
What's his name?
Shane Douglas.
Shane Douglas. He was a good one too.
Shane Douglas.
The most ridiculous and over the top promo was probably the Ultimate Warrior.
Because you didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So I don't think he knew what he was talking about. So he was just throwing words out there.
It's like I didn't watch a lot when me growing up in the 80s. I really didn't get to see, but you know, we see all the clips and stuff now, and like I watch Ultimate Warrior promos now. Yeah, like, this dude was really crazy, man.
But the Macho Man, he was another one. He was good.
He was great.
Macho was fantastic on the mic, even when he wasn't talking about nothing. So even when he wasn't talking about shit, it was Macho Man. So
it was always entertaining.
Yeah, but that was a coach that they had back then. They had good shit. Good shit. Good shit. So stop me when I'm telling lies, though. So
right,
and of course, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right, brother. So, right, little booger sugar there. So, and remember, Macho was always doing this in his interviews.
Yeah, right.
He did hit it a little bit, you know. He might have had still a little bit on his finger. He had to get rid of it, so the camera didn't pick it up. You know,
little quick bump.
Yeah, little bump.
So what y'all think about just this last? I mean, TJ, did you get to see SmackDown at all?
I caught the beginning of Cody and Cena, and then Seth trying to imitate CM Punk. Them the two I caught before I got on real quick.
Yeah, when he was in the middle of the ring, he sat down like Punk or whatever.
Yeah.
What's y'all thoughts on it, man? Cody, he really flamed Cena right here, boy.
I was going to say the same thing. Like Cena started giving it to him, but Cody fired right back. He was like, he was like bow with it, and then he hit him because I don't know if y'all saw that with him and with Bianca, like they're booing them,
Yeah, man.
and I'm like, wait a minute. Bianca's the one getting the short end of the sticker because she won
Yeah.
the match that put her in the title match for Mania.
Right,
Why are y'all
exactly.
booing her?
Yeah. I
And
put this
then,
on people in Rhea.
yeah, they should be booing Rhea because she's the one who lost the match. She's the one who's been acting like a crybaby the last couple of weeks to get like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Trying to enforce her dominance.
I think I
Yeah,
know what it
so
is.
but the promo between them two, that was probably the best promo that they've had out of their face to faces.
I'm about to go back and watch that one. I'm about to
That,
watch.
that was a really good pro. I hate the ending part of it though. Like I guess he gave him like a quick thumb to the eye, was about to get about the F you attitude adjust or whatever, and then
Yeah.
Cody flipped out of it and hit him with a crossroads. I'm like, you know,
You give away the winner right there. We already know.
it kind of did.
Yeah.
It kind of did.
We
Or
should have
did.
hit him with a call backstage. That would have sold it.
This is not 1999, sir.
Yeah, it was kind of like it was. Yeah, I was like, did he just thumb him in the eye real quick? Like he didn't even hit him with the eye poke joint, you know?
Right. He didn't even try. He was just like,
Yeah, it almost looked like he had bopped him on his head. I was like, did he
yeah.
bop him or eye poke him or thumb him in the eye? I'm like, because it was just weird the way that it happened. I guess it was the angle that they had it at. But I was like, okay, that seemed kind of weird. But then when he picked him up for the attitude adjustment, I'm like, okay, whatever. Then he flipped out of it and reversed it to the crossroads. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Cena winning.
It was like you just gave away the finish. So
that's my prediction on that one. Cena's gonna take that one. Because the thing is, like Terrell was saying, if Cena loses, what do you do with him?
not him. What do you do with Cody? It's like, so does he wait for whoever is next?
He gonna go sit his ass down for a minute.
He do need to sit out for a minute. So
yeah, he don't need to face nobody. If once he loses the title, he need to take a couple months off for real.
Come back around SummerSlam
and chase. He gonna need to chase though.
Oh yeah, he gotta get that sympathy because you know it's gonna be some bullshit out there Sunday night.
No, yeah.
Travis Scott gonna show up again and pop him in his eye.
Hit him with that sage dust.
Yeah, he gonna hit him with the sage thingy, and you know.
Yeah, he bruised him with that shot from the chamber.
Yeah,
he gave him a good shiner right there.
Somebody got to receive him this weekend. Is all I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
get his ass thrown through a table.
Yeah, he got to get a receipt. I'm sorry.
Braun Breaker spare his ass.
He need to and lay that shit in, brother.
Lay it in, brother.
Lay that shit in, brother.
So we all going with Cena winning.
Yeah.
Because like Dave said, then Cody goes away for about a month or two, and then when they start to build for SummerSlam, because Backlash is going to be a bunch of throwaway matches, whatever. And build and start working towards their build to SummerSlam. Take the next couple months off. Shit, my man been going hard since he been back. So
house shows and everything, man. He been going hard.
Yeah,
shit. He didn't headline WrestleMania since he been back. So
it's about time though. He need a nice rest.
Yeah, and then come back because SummerSlam is 2 nights now. So you'll need him for either night 1 or night 2. So, I mean, but I'm still going with that. He doesn't win that title back until the Madison Square Garden show.
The end of the year.
Yeah. So he's chasing for the remainder of the year. So
Cena gonna hold it for a minute. Yeah,
I don't know if y'all caught wind tonight. Y'all hear everybody keeps thinking that Cena, like he's healed now, but then he gonna end his title. He gonna end his career as a babyface. I'm like, well, that wouldn't make any fucking sense. He was already a babyface. You hated him, and he flipped over to a heel, but then he gonna end up walking out the door as a babyface. I'm like,
what are you gonna do? Lay the championship in the middle of the ring and say y'all have a competition for it? Nah.
No, he said he going home with it.
Yeah, he said he going home with it. So
that's what he needs to do. Go home with it. Oh, like Terrell say, let Cody get it back.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm ready to see Roman get it back.
Nah.
You want Roman to hold it for another 4 years?
Well, not
Nah.
another
No. He need to change.
Not that long. Not that long.
Here's the thing with Roman though. You had him for 4 years, basically unbeatable.
Right.
Go to after
It
that.
was
The only person that pinned him was Jay.
We say that.
The only person that pinned him was Jay in a tag match. He pinned him twice, didn't he?
Yeah.
The tag
But it's like,
single. Yep.
it's like what do you do with Roman after you put him on that epic ass run? Well, you got to knock him back down to bring him back up again. But you can't have him go on another run like that. So
right
I
now, I
that.
want to have him do another run like that, like an epic run like that. But I think when they had Roman with the title, they kind of build better storylines around him.
yeah, the storylines around him was he just ran. They had him run roughshod over the whole goddamn roster, so much so that he drove talent. They drove talent out. So
you think that's why they left?
they pretty much so, yeah. Pretty much fucking so, yeah. I'm like, just being honest. So, like, you had him running roughshod. It was like other people felt like they weren't getting a fair shake. So,
yeah,
they left. I mean, the grass it might have been greener, might not has been as green on the other side, but still, and yet, they had a little bit more control over themselves. But they still, well, whatever. They're coming back now. So,
but I mean, the storyline they got him in now with Rollins and Punk, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it.
who wins that match?
Yo, Tribal
the
Chief.
triple threat?
Yeah, triple threat. Who wins that match?
I mean, everybody's saying how Paul gonna leave with Seth or whatever. I think you were saying that too, right? Well,
I heard that. Or does CM Punk and Seth Rollins, with their infatuation with each other so much, causes both of them to lose to the Tribal Chief? Nah.
But who needs it though? I think that's the question we should be asking. Who needs it the most?
Seth needs it more than those two.
Yeah.
Seth needs it, yeah.
Yeah, Seth needs this. Because last year, he was playing a sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I think Roman needs it as well so he can prove to I know that Paul is doing his favor, but Roman might need it so he can prove to Paul that okay, you got him that favor. Don't forget who you running with, and this is why we're together because we win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he leaves with Roman, it's like, okay, we've seen that already. If he leaves with Punk, it's like, okay, we've seen that already. What you haven't seen was him with Seth yet. Seth needs it more than the other two do because they're at the top of they're the top of the card right now.
Yeah.
But Seth is in dire need of another gimmick change. So
yeah, you mean for the long term?
Yeah, for the long term.
And he's been coming off. And he's been coming off very heel lately.
Very much so.
Yeah, he can change that damn music. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, he's singing it. Yeah, he's singing this shit.
It was cool at first. Whoa, and I was everywhere, every time.
Yeah. I skip his entrance every time.
Yeah. Me too.
Can't take no more than that overseas tour. It tore me apart. I can't take it no more.
It was torture, man, trying to sit through those shows, man. Like, get to the promos, man.
It's that and Logan Paul for you just set you right on off, don't it?
Okay, let's get to that one. Logan Paul versus Steve versus fucking AJ Styles. Oh my God! Now,
I don't want to see it. If AJ loses, I think he's done. I'm sorry.
You gonna have me crying into my wife's bosom by the end of the night.
Say bosom.
You put a little Tony Storm in there. You said crying into the bosom. So.
By the end of the night, man. Golly. But like you say, I was thinking about it earlier. I said, okay, let's look at the positive side. Maybe Terrell got a point. Maybe it will be an athletic competition. and we may get some cool spots. I said, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna look at it like that.
Because AJ, he's gonna have to work up to work with AJ. He's gonna work. AJ is gonna have to make him work. He's gonna work up working with AJ.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe AJ can pull something out of him. A wrestler.
Boy, I can't wait to see your reaction if Logan Paul gets the 1, 2, 3 on him. Like, Jesus Christ.
We gonna go viral with that shit.
I think he is. He's gonna go on the Dave LaGreca type of rant on that one. So holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm going live immediately, holding a 2-year-old and everything.
No, I'm gonna be live streaming us while we watching the show.
Oh my God.
It's like there's a reaction streamer.
There's gonna be good stuff right there.
Yeah.
So we got.
I'm scared of that one though. That one ain't tomorrow night, is it? What night is that one on?
What is night one? I just had it pulled up.
I think that's night. I think they're night 2.
Let me see.
All right, I got a little breathing room.
Huh?
Okay, it is night 2, guys.
So,
yeah.
Okay, I got a little time to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's the night. Yeah.
So, are you interested in Tiffany and Charlotte now?
What they do tonight with them?
Nothing. It was just basically 2 pre-recorded promos with them talking to
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett and kind of rehashing the last couple of weeks and what have you. I tell you what, though, Tiffany Stratton listened to Busted Open, and that's all I say about that. Because her promo was literally what Bully been saying the last couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
She was cutting her pro. I put SmackDown on, and usually like the first hour I'm watching it. Going into like the second hour, I kind of check out a little bit. I just got to play in the background. I was playing MLB. So she started talking and she said something. I hit pause. I'm like, wait a minute.
Hold up.
She listened to Busted Open. So
yeah.
Now I was interested in this rivalry when it first started, when it first kicked off, but then we just got real just bumpy. They never really got on track.
Yeah. I could tell that she listened to somebody. She got some type of counsel from somebody about her last interactions with him, because she was saying some stuff that was what was she saying, Terrell?
How what did she say? It was something to the nature about how basically how Charlotte was talking over her. She came across as a bully. How she wasn't ready and
she lost her motivation or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of stuff that basically that they were saying on Busted Open for the last couple of weeks, and I'm like, oh yeah, she definitely listened to the show, and she was like, something Bully said was like, when you know you're going into a promo, he's like, always have something in your back pocket, and go for a kill shot, and she literally said the exact same thing, and she came to it. That last one when she made took the shots at her about her outside life and what have you. I'm like, bitch, listen to Busted Open. You said exactly what Bully said. Bless your heart.
It sounded good on TV though.
When she was doing her promo, it didn't sound like she was reading a script. It kind of flowed a little bit more, like she was a little bit more comfortable with the promo and what have you. I don't know if it's because I'm like Kaiser ain't working with you, so
somebody.
I'm like, your boo ain't working with you on how to cut a promo,
right?
They got all off track. They kind of, like you just say, if she was making it, I guess a thing about where I'm losing my motivation going into the match, but that was Jey Uso's shit of him being all confused going. He can't take his story.
It's WWE. They got a formula. We already covered that. They got a formula. So
right.
They'll use it in 2 or 3 segments at the same time, and then don't think ain't nobody paying attention to that shit. So
who goes over in the match? I say Charlotte.
I want to say Charlotte, but in the same token, Tiffany needs to win more than Charlotte does. The loss doesn't hurt Charlotte. It doesn't hurt her.
No.
Yeah.
But they ain't gonna have their queen out there they blind queen out there losing at WrestleMania.
But what
I
would they
tell you,
do with Charlotte if she was champion? Was she just gonna face Tiffany over and over?
basically.
And
She gonna drop it real quick. Y'all know that.
I mean, the last time she held the title, she only held it for like 3 months. So
yeah, she never holds it for
She ain't
long,
gonna
man,
hold
at
for that
yeah,
all.
long.
she never holds the title for long.
Yep.
But
I think the match will go where Charlotte is kind of dominating her a little bit, kind of like with Jay and Gunta. Like they'll start out dominating the match. She'll get a little too cocky and slip, and Tiffany will hit the bing bang boom on her real quick and hit the prettiest moonsault ever. It's not, because Lacey Evans was doing the same thing, but whatever. So just saying, and
but
hit her
if
with the nose
Charlotte
cutter.
wins, ain't that won't that be 15?
What for her
They're
at
not
number
gonna give her-
15?
they're not gonna give it to her just yet.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get. They're not gonna do that shit.
You know
If
what?
he wins, you think that Chicago crowd was something, and she was chasing the hug there. It's gonna be brutal.
yeah.
Hot
They
take.
will.
I think Charlotte gonna win.
I'm going Charlotte.
I think she
I'm going
is.
Charlotte.
I,
You on
I,
your
I,
own with this one, Real.
do what?
I said you
Do
on
what?
your own with this.
Hey, it's a possibility.
Not
Hey,
that I
all
want
I'm
her
saying
to.
is, I want Charlotte to win. I'm a Charlotte fan. I don't give a shit about none of all this
Yeah.
other crap, because
So like you say,
regardless of her name, you can't deny what she does when she steps in between the ropes. Flat out.
but
You
I
can hate her
agree with
for
you. Tiffany needs it.
you hate her for who she was born to. She had no control over that shit. But
Mhm.
I think Tiffany sneaks the win in.
I mean, she needs it though. She needs it.
She needed though.
She needs it. She needs it.
You
I
can't
deny
give
that.
her the title and then fucking 2 months later you have her drop it. Especially when you haven't done much to help her up until this point in time, because she won the title, she beat Nia, and then she was in the tag match with Trish at Saturday night's main event. They did nothing
Because,
for her.
right, to cut her off would be cutting her growth off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So yeah. Why not
Yeah,
let the top of the food chain chase her a little bit?
Yeah, or at least show that she can hang. Because that was I thought what was the whole story with her was supposed to be about. Can she hang with Charlotte?
Right. I mean, and Charlotte's still getting her legs back too. So no pun intended there, but she's still getting her legs back. So because I saw somebody commented when she did her kip up and what have you, they said something. I'm like, well, she's been out for what 9-10 months with a knee injury. I'm like, doing a kip up like that. I'm like, in the match, not just rolling around trying to in the ring getting your timing back, but you're doing it in live in front of people. Like, yeah, it looked a little shaky because she was nervous. That happens. Like, watch a football game where a quarterback or a running back comes back from that same injury. They're very timid because they don't want to. It's a whole mental thing.
Yeah. You don't want to re-injure yourself.
10 months is a long time to be sitting on the sideline.
Like
so
Yep.
right. It's like when you hit your toe on the side of the bed. You don't want to step on that foot too hard.
On the corner of the door.
ooh, ooh, you hoping that pinky toe ain't lead all the way. Like you hoping that pinky toe ain't all the way
Right.
over. So,
That's what it felt like. It did.
that's what it feel like.
I stepped on a toy hammer one night. I thought I stepped on a landmine. I said,
Boy, you better stop letting it go
it was
soft
a
in there.
toy
But
hammer. It was facing up. Oh, I thought I was done. I thought I was done for.
Hey, so they gonna be starting off night one with the World Heavyweight Championship match.
Oh, Jay Uso, yeah, I remember you telling me that.
So
start off.
So they gonna set the.
Yeah. You start the night off with Jay, with 50,000 yeeting all over the place.
A lot of passion, a lot of fire.
Yeah, you keep that. You bring them up, and then you mellow them out, and then you bring them back up again. So
yeah, I like the order of
right. They're gonna pay like you said. They're gonna bring them up, bring them back down, then bring them back up. Yeah. So that should be a good opening. But I think Jey Uso gonna take it. I'm hoping he take it.
So we having
That
all new champions both nights, or
no. Oh,
Mhm.
because the women's title, the let's see, no, Bianca Rhea and Io is on night 2.
Yep.
So uh let's see, the world title. You got what is it? The world title, the IC title, and women's title, and what the War Raiders and New Day is night 1, right?
Yep.
There, how were how were the War Raiders on Mania and the Street Profits night? Is all I'm saying.
Come on
So
now.
That's what I'm talking about, 'cause I was
Come
looking
on.
at.
Yep.
Yeah.
that kind of tells me that they're probably about to put the titles back on the New Day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they definitely been talking back on New Day.
That's what it kind of feels like to me. Like they're about to put the titles back on the New Day. So
Yeah.
whatever.
You ain't wrong.
That's so
You
true.
ain't wrong.
That's what it feels like.
You ain't
What do
wrong.
y'all? What do you think about the? Do you think Penta about to get his first title?
Nah, not yet.
Who eats the L in that?
People, it's easy to say Dom.
It's
Mhm.
yup.
It's easy to say
Easy
Dom.
to say Dom. But if Dom wins, it'll be an upset.
Boy, you talk about some nuclear heat right there. So
Yeah. So I don't know what would be a good time for Dom to start actually winning championships and actually being more than just a lackey to this group that he's been in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I-
leader something.
Because I think Rey Mysterio, I think he gonna probably before he decide to retire, I think he really gonna put him over, and because I think he can redeem himself and be a babyface again, and people actually like Dom. But he needs to kind of develop that side more. What y'all think
yeah,
about that?
yeah. I don't think they've done a
I think that
whole lot here lately to establish him or even put him in the category or in the position to be the IC champ. Like I
Yeah,
don't think they position him for that because it's kind of like it's Liv and then it's him. But
true.
he
True.
decide Pete. He decide dish. So I don't think
basically.
they position
I
him
think
enough.
within time, once he kind of get his character down and kind of develop a little bit more, I think he'll be able to come back from being booed. But he just don't
Dom,
need to just, I guess you would say, that damn good.
Yeah,
Dominant Morgan.
you're right. Right. But that's just a given, though. You can only be a babyface. I mean, a heel for so long, and then at some point they'll start to turn you. It'll start to turn you
Right.
babyface.
I think it's gonna have to be a thing of him being a heel so damn good that everybody starts to love him.
Yeah, but
No,
the only reason they hate him is because of who his dad is and that he turned on his dad. That's the only reason
right,
they honestly hate him, though.
That
right.
is
People
true.
say, I think he's still green as goose shit. He should have went through NXT, but that's just me. So
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I think that he gonna be babyface by Rican. What's the word? Getting back with his daddy. If
yeah,
they become
reconcile.
cool again on TV.
If he reconciled with Ray before he
Reconcile. That's
retired.
the word. Yeah.
What's the word?
Shit, I had to think about it for a second too. I knew what you were getting ready to say. I had to think about it for a second too. Look, it's 11 o'clock. Damn it, we sleepy. So,
Right.
but yeah,
Ron Breaker retains.
I can see that and it'll be another one of those things where they have Penta with a good showing. I think
Right.
Finn takes that.
But
Finn takes the L on
Brian
that.
needs that. Right. He needs to win on the big stage.
Man, Finn need to stop losing too, man.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's true too. Like, when was the last time Finn won a match?
Since he won the tag titles, it was him and oh boy, McDonough.
JD McDonough,
Yeah,
his protege.
Hey, does JD McDonough come back and help Finn win?
yeah. Will there be a new member to help
I
them
think.
retain?
Well, JD is out there. I just saw this yesterday, I think, because I was wondering where he was at, and I don't know. It just, Big Brother's always apparently listen to your thoughts because they tapped in and what have you. But that spill that he took where he hit the side of the announce table, that dude had a punctured lung.
Yeah, he got messed up on that spot. I heard him on Chris Van Vliet show talk about
Yeah,
it.
he had like a
Yep.
punctured lung. I was like, damn. So yeah, they're gonna be real careful with that one. So
Yeah, man.
That was a bad bump.
yeah, that was that was rough.
Yeah.
So
Could have been
But,
career ending, man.
yeah.
yeah.
So I think Brian retains with probably with Finn taking the pin on it.
Mm.
I hate to
Yeah.
see Finn like Finn
Yeah, but they
not being
can't
in the
pin
title
Penta
picture
yet,
just
though.
bothers me sometimes though. So
No,
They can't pin
pin.
Penta yet.
no.
Finn, Dom, one of them taking that pinfall on that big spear.
Oh, they all gonna eat a spear at some point in time.
Yeah, everybody gonna get it.
That's gonna be that's gonna be about halfway through the match. So what they're night one, and it's what 6 matches or 7 matches on night one. They'll have a little bit of time. I think that match goes about 20 minutes, give or take. 20, 21 minutes, give or take. So right in the middle of it, or you'll see when they get this, they'll start to set it up like everybody about to eat a spear. So
Probably all at the same time.
yeah, well,
Everybody get out.
you notice it probably.
Mm-hmm.
So, matter of fact, Bishop Dyer, Baron Corbin, whoever, Baron Corbin, he said it on the when he was giving his predictions today. He's like, he literally said that he gonna spear all three of them at the same time. I was like, well, unless you line them up Three Stooges style, how that's gonna happen?
Like some bowling pins.
Right
in the corner, and then they slowly walk out.
So they just come out and start bumping feet and right. Okay. I'm like, when he said that, I was like, well, damn, that's gonna be weird, but I'm here for it. So
Yeah.
Throw them all into the same turnbuckle, and they all start coming out again.
Especially if he hit him like he hit Carlito. So
yeah, I think Carlitos took over the Asho Speed one, man. The Asho Speed one was pretty rough, but that boy flew through the air for a couple seconds before he collided with Carlito.
Yeah, he pulled him up really.
And I don't know if y'all seen the kickoff today. They had the hour-long thing where they do the thing in front of the fans. Did y'all see that?
bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't all that. It was just something to watch. But he did the Steiner math on there.
I saw that because he had the cowboy hat on, which took me completely out. So, but,
yeah,
you know they did that shit on something.
Oh yeah, he sounds just like Scott, bro. He sounds just like Scott. His voice.
What about the United States? I still say Jacob's about to get his first title.
Yeah.
I hate to see LA Knight lose again, but I think Jacob's about to, unless Braun Strowman gets involved in it. So,
yeah, I'm going with Jacob on that one.
There's gonna be interference in that
it's
too.
Only right. It's only right, unless Solo come in and get all up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solo, he had a match on SmackDown tonight. I don't know what it is about him, man. Like maybe because he was trying to take over as the tribal chief, and he didn't do a horrible job at that, but it wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
He just seemed like he's just kind of floating right now. He's just out there because I mean they can still have the other bloodline, but it's just like, all right, we see Tama Tonga, he's he ain't there right now. Tonga Loa, who knows? Who cares really?
Yeah.
And Jacob, he seemed like he going off on his own, and it's like they were supposed to break up, but they ain't broke up, and we thought that they was gonna have a match at WrestleMania this year. That a lot of the when it was looking like they was gonna break up and have a match against each other, but now they just Solo over here, and then Jacob he got a match at WrestleMania. So
I think they still leading to it, but as opposed to putting it on WrestleMania, holding it off until like SummerSlam, maybe even Backlash. Maybe SummerSlam. I think they're just going to another route of getting to that same point. Because I think like the other one, whatever his damn name is, he had what was it like a torn bicep or something? The Thomas brother Tonga. The other goddamn be Tongan. Yeah, Tonga Lord. He had like a torn bicep or something. So
What's that from November? The cage that they was in.
from War Games.
Are you talking
War Games,
about
yeah.
Bronson Reed?
No, not
Well,
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed broke his ankle, so or
No,
shattered his leg. But
he was too big for that dude.
Man, miss that dude, man.
yeah,
He was too
you are
big.
not
Oh,
Bam
but
Bam Bigelow, my friend. So
but that was going to set the new bloodline off for them to have him with them. Because the thing to
It did.
me, Solo was missing with that whole bloodline thing. He didn't have no characters to bounce off of. Meaning that was in his faction. If we got a faction, we gotta have characters to bounce off of. You know, when I talk a certain way, you gotta respond a certain way, and our group gotta flow and work together. But the new bloodline, they never got that flow right.
They didn't have that chemistry.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, no.
They
They did not.
exactly. They didn't have that chemistry, so it just kind of fell flat. You know, Solo was hitting it. You know, from
He
him
did the
being
best he
so-
could, yeah.
Exactly, by him being so new in what he was doing and also working with Roman and stuff like that, but he didn't have nobody to bounce with him. And then once
That
Jacob
was
Fatu
it.
came in, it was pretty much winding on down. You know that the Tongaloas, they didn't have that character. They didn't. We needed
No.
a character, something to talk bounce off of. Do you think about DX? DX was so good because they was all had chemistry and they bounced off of each other. The same thing with Evolution and all the great factions, the Four Horsemen. You gotta have somebody to bounce back and forth with.
Yeah, and I also think that like immediately, like right off the bat, Jacob was more than what they expected. I don't think like as soon as Jacob came in and the handful of people that was there who knew who Jacob was because they don't just watch WWE product. I think that's why he caught on so quick.
He should have been the first one to join.
Yeah.
To join Solo.
Yeah, but the way that they brought him in is like you also bringing in these guys that again you have that loyal fan base that don't watch anything else, so they don't really know about Tama. They've already seen different incarnations of Tongaloa already, so it's kind of they know that this Camacho, but whatever. But they haven't seen Tama because they don't watch New Japan or they don't follow New Japan enough to know that like Tama started to turn into that dude. So
he can be a beast. I didn't understand. I was frustrated of why they didn't showcase his in-ring skills more than what it was. That boy can go in the ring. He can move.
Who?
Yeah. Tama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can go, man. I enjoy watching him wrestle, but they didn't kind of let him go.
Yeah. But they, again, I've said it before. Jacob is what they thought they were getting with Solo, and every time you saw Jacob and they out there, it's like, okay, we see Solo, but we also see Jacob.
Yeah. But he's just so exciting. He's so exciting to watch, man. He's so exciting to watch.
People keep sleeping on like MLW. Like, dude, when I first saw him, saw one of his man, I forgot who he was wrestling, but I'm watching this dude in MLW. I'm like, what the blue shit is going on over here? Like, my man was over here. Same promos that he cutting out, he was cutting over there. Some of them are literally the same promos and what have you, but just his in-ring ability and what have you. Like, this dude is off the chain, and to know that they passed on him like 3 or 4 times beforehand.
Oh, I heard a thing online that Mark Henry was trying to get Tony Khan to sign Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, I would be surprised.
Yeah.
The only Samoan they got over there is Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Right.
As far as the NOI family. Well, then he not NOI, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he's still Samoan though. So and the Gates of Agony, they're Samoan in Tongan.
True, right.
They are. They show up.
Forgot about that guy. Yep.
Yeah, they oh God, I'm not Dynamite and Collision were actually really fucking good this week. But we'll talk
That's
about
what
that
I
later.
hear.
They were actually really fucking good. That had to be a double taping. I'm like, because even though I'm pretty sure that was a double taping. but because the crowd was still in it, but they weren't as hype as they were in that first half. I'm like, that had to be a double taping day.
They
Both
wind
shows were
down.
really fucking good though. So, but anyway, Jacob is what they thought they was getting in Solo. I think Jacob's unless Solo interferes in that match, which I kind of think he will be,
Well,
he
he
will
gonna fuck
and
up.
cost him. I think Jacob Fatu is getting his first singles title before before Solo.
I agree.
So let me see here. We got what's gonna go down with Jade and Naomi, man. Is Jade gonna
Naomi, get Jade to a good match, a memorable match, a memorable moment. That's my question.
I think that they'll have a good match. I think Jade walks away with the W because if Naomi wins, then what? Just another match to have at Backlash. But if Jade wins, Jade needs it more because she was the one who was out while Naomi was still on TV, give or take.
Yeah.
what I think Jade needs?
I think Jade picks up the W on that.
Hold on, Big Dave. Remember a couple of weeks ago, you was talking about Naomi having a faction or something. Could that come in?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wonder can that come into play within that match?
Oh, would they interfere?
Yeah. Because you said who was last legend?
The Meta Girls. Yeah, but they haven't laid the foundation for it though. That'd almost be like a force. Because they've got to come out of nowhere.
You kind of flat.
I mean, they kind of also did it with Damage Control too, but whatever. So
you know what though? Now that they booing Bianca, should they use that and turn her heel with Naomi? Because they got to do something with Bianca. I was gonna say earlier, I know why they booing her. I think she's been too good for too long.
That. Yeah, I could see that, but also see how that plays out because if wait, is Jade and Naomi on night 2?
Let me see here. I think so. No, they night 1.
They night 1.
They night 1, and the women's triple threat matches on night 2, and they kicking off night 2.
Naomi can't be getting beat by no rookie. That won't look right. She finally get a big singles match at WrestleMania since her return back to WWE.
Yeah, but look, you say rookie, but wouldn't that be what the older talent would do? With the, put over somebody like Jay? That's what they supposed to do.
That's what they're supposed to do.
True that.
But again,
make her look good.
Jade would be the one who would pick up the W because she was the one who was taken out of the equation. So it only makes sense that she picks up the W.
Yeah,
because she did it for The Rock.
Right, I guess I'm just looking at it though. Here you go again. I'm looking at it within a way of, Naomi don't really get that spotlight like she's been getting lately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That single spotlight, not the tag. No.
What's that face?
Naomi been getting that spotlight?
Yeah, Naomi had several singles matches on SmackDown.
I'm talking about Mania.
Probably not. Well, be more Pacific then. Look, be more Pacific then. But I was about to say she's had a gang of singles matches though.
No, as far as going into WrestleMania with an actual storyline that means something. Since she has returned back to the company when she was over in TNA and everything, when her and Sasha had walked out. She ain't really got she'd been back, about maybe 2-3 years?
No, it's only been one because she came back. It's barely been one because she just got back at Rumble.
Okay.
That's what
I'm saying. To solidify her as being a top contender. Because I think sometimes in wrestling,
Naomi's also a veteran too. So
yeah, but she's
been around about 15 years.
Yeah, so it's even if she lost, it doesn't hurt her that much. It don't.
No, they look okay. Because if Bianca win, she gonna need somebody to fight. That's when Naomi come in.
Exactly. So therefore, Jade gets the win.
I can go with that. I can go with that.
Jade gets the win because it just furthers the storyline. Because like that, all they just did tonight at SmackDown, I'm like, that was just a hodgepodge to get everybody in front of the camera the night before. I'm like, it was kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah. They put the women, they clumped everybody together in one segment.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
that's what happened.
You're trying to make seem all these stories are intersecting with each other when they don't have anything to do with each other.
Nothing to do with each other.
Again, Bianca's still catching the short end of the stick in her title match, though.
I agree. Because like you said, she did win the chamber that guaranteed her a title shot at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And I
guess they was, and then they treated Io like she's just the third wheel. So Bianca
she always get her lick back though.
She do get her lick back though.
Yeah,
but they keep her in the face like they keep mushing her in the face like she a little girl and what have you. Bianca hit her with that.
Kick was something vicious off the top.
Bianca hit her with that. You don't even go here.
I miss that Bianca, man.
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
I agree.
That one.
It's time for Bianca to be a heel again.
That's what I was saying, bro.
Yeah, and because I think just her character and the way that she comes off, even her theme music. Like a friend of mine asked me, he said something about that. I said, dude, Bianca's a heel. I'm like, listen to her theme music. She's a heel.
I never needed you at all. Who you talking to?
Yeah, right.
And then her punchline, you can't spell wrestling without EST. You sound kind of cocky and arrogant to me.
Very. Baby faces don't talk like that.
It's the quickest, the fastest.
But yeah, she's a heel, but they organically made her a fucking baby face.
Yeah. Hopefully they get back to her heel. She's more entertaining as a heel to me.
Yeah, but she looking like $1 million right now. Not that she don't normally anyway, but she got that WrestleMania body going on right now.
Man, you see her back in that red dress?
She's super strong.
Yeah. I was like, I sent a picture of it to my brother. He was like, God damn. I was like, got them carbs out that leading up to WrestleMania. And she shared the same, she got the same supplier baby oil that Randy Orton got. So Speaking of Randy.
Oh yeah.
Great segue.
I do not want to see him against a returning Rusev or Aleister Black won't be back until next Friday. I don't want to see him because now you're turning him into you're turning him back to a heel. We don't need Randy. I mean, I like Randy better as a heel, but that automatically puts him back as a heel. Or does that make Rusev the heel?
How would that make him a heel? Because he facing somebody that's returning.
Yeah, because whoever returns is gonna get that initial pop to begin.
Yeah, okay. They may turn on Randy. That's how it might go.
Yeah,
that's true too.
But in Randy's defense, he already said, whoever get in the ring, that motherfucker gonna get it.
The 3 most dangerous letters in WWE.
Right. Already said
all the sports and entertainment.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Right.
Depending on how long Kevin is out, why would you want to turn him Why would you want to turn him heel? Because then you'll be turning him right back babyface when Kevin comes back, though, because they're gonna pick that story right back up.
Maybe Sami Zayn comes back.
Huh?
Sami Zayn.
Yeah, he not injured.
Yeah, no, they probably gave the dude a vacation is what they did.
You can go to Aruba somewhere. Damn.
Not Aruba.
But somewhere nice.
We can just come back for competition.
Right, but would you want to see? But who takes the L in it though?
I wouldn't care. I like to see that match. Sammy, he getting his ass RKO.
Yeah. I miss Sammy this year though. I really do. I miss him.
Yeah.
Whoever comes back gonna eat an RKO and probably a punt too. So
Sammy, he got that. he got that Mick Foley vibe, man. I don't know why he just remind me so much of Mick Foley. And you know Foley and Orton used to tear the house down.
Very much so. He was making Randy, so they were
Yes,
making
he
Randy
did.
with Mick.
He made me a fan of Randy Orton. I couldn't stand Randy Orton. But Backlash, him and Mick Foley, after that match, I was a fan of Randy Orton.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see
That was it.
So not to digress entirely too much, do y'all think it's time that they gave Sammy a title run?
You mean like a legit, like how long? Like a good year?
I don't even need it to be a year. It could be a solid 6 months.
Like world champion?
Well, they're not gonna put the WWE title on him, so yeah, the world champion.
But how long did he have the IC title when he took it from Gunther? Was it like 3 months?
He had like 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see
It
that.
was and the run was kind of lackluster. It's kind of the same thing. Like it was kind of fucking stupid. Like they put it on Jay, and then you took it right back off of him just to put him back in the bloodline storyline like that. He could have held on to the title through that crap.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was just fucking stupid. But I could see Sammy with a solid 6 months run with the world title.
Because he can get that crowd behind him real good, man.
Yeah,
He know one thing about Sami Zayn, man, he know how to make you feel, man. He can take you high, he can take you low, man. He know how to work your emotions in the ring. I like Sammy so much because he makes me give a fuck.
Right, that's what I was thinking, man. I don't see nobody on the card that's like a true underdog. Like you don't really believe like who's just not going to win. It could go either way in pretty much all the matches.
Yeah.
But Sammy, boy, they be beating Sammy down. You be like, damn, Sammy ain't gonna make it.
I was just about to say, like, Sammy be taking some hellified ass whippings though. So like he be getting his ass whipped. And then he hulks up, brother.
Yeah. So I love seeing him and Randy Orton. I don't know though, man. They gonna hold it tight, whoever Randy Orton's opponent gonna be.
Yeah, I guess we gotta wait for I guess we gotta wait for the glass break. I mean, for the music to hit. So that's not gonna happen. It's not. And here's why.
Don't get my hopes up, then. Damn it.
Hey, I think we're gonna see Stone Cold, but not in the match though, because somebody was like, I was like, first said something about Stone Cold facing coming out to face Randy. I'm like, Stone Cold is one of the most protected characters. He's not going out there to take an L.
No,
he's not. He's not going out there to take an L.
Forget about it.
Yeah, forget about it. His character is protected for a reason. So,
Randy Orton night 1 or night 2?
Huh? Randy will be night 2.
Well, what night were they supposed to go on? Him and Kevin.
I think they were going to be on night 1.
Okay.
But since they had to pivot so quickly, they went ahead and moved them to night 2.
Don't make us wait, huh?
Yeah, because they got to find out who's going to be the victim. So, because somebody getting their head punted. So,
somebody gonna get it.
Somebody getting punted.
Is it somebody from NXT?
I mean, but who would you want? Who could you? No, because nobody's there. Like nobody's there to be in the ring with Randy at Mania. Yeah, there's nobody's there.
So it's gonna definitely be somebody that's gonna get a pop.
Yeah. Oh my God! I just saw somebody right before we jumped on. Somebody said, "Why don't they say his name?" I was like, "Dude, TNA is not sending the face of their company, their champion, to take an L on fucking WrestleMania."
Moose?
No, Joe Hendry.
Oh no.
No, I was like, that's not happening.
It'd be a nice pop for the music, but ain't no way you just going.
Yeah, I'm like, they just 86th an idea. They had for Joe Hendry, I forgot who it was, and they was like, no, because Joe Hendry would lose. It was like, that's our champion. Why are we gonna send him over there to take L's? Like, if he wasn't the champion, it's a different story.
Right.
But he's our champion in the face of our company. No, we're not sending him to take an L. The fuck?
Right.
He got his pop in the Royal Rumble. That was about it.
Yeah. But that's different though. You know, he wasn't a champion at that point in time. But in the same token, it's like, okay, he got eliminated by Roman Reigns. Okay. He got eliminated by Roman Reigns.
And that shows what I know. I didn't know Moose even lost the TNA title.
Yeah, oh shit, he been lost the TNA title. So
That's
because
why
the
he
last
was
thing
over
I
there.
seen was him
now.
and I didn't even see the match with him and Obafemi. Was that any good?
it was
That's
it was
good.
a solid match. It
I
was a
like
really
it.
solid match.
It was good. It was
I gotta
good.
go back and look at it.
Yeah, on NXT, I liked that one. They was getting it in.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about I hate his selling though. I think he over exaggerates with his selling.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you too big to be over exaggerating like that. Like you
like
too big to be for that. You too big for that. So
be reacting like the Giants on the cartoons. Ah,
yeah. And speaking, not to digress again, but like even that's your world champion, and you got him getting ping pong by this little T-move version. Oh God, I just said it, and I hate this
oh
shit.
I
yeah.
know
But the
everybody
T-move
say it
version
now,
What are they
don't they?
doing?
I
What are they
know, but the
doing?
T-move version of Retribution fucking Shield. I'm like, why y'all got your world champion getting ping pong by these dudes? Really,
That's bad.
really?
I
Like,
can't stand it. I can't stand it. I said
I was
why?
like that. Just it's,
Yeah.
that just made the back of my teeth itch. But
I guess they trying to give him some proper rub, I suppose. But it ain't
it's
coming off
like
that way.
if anything, he should have been tossing the ass around like he was tossing everybody else around. But y'all got him over here getting a two-man power bombed and tossed up like he a little dude. Like no, that didn't sit right with me. It didn't.
I agree.
Women's tag match.
Who
Let's
that?
go.
Liz Morgan, Raquel
Liz-
Rodriguez, Haley, Laura Valkyria. I'm going with Bailey. Bailey needs something out here in these streets, man.
But does she need the curse of the tag titles though?
She don't.
Since you put it like that, Big Dave, I guess not.
She don't. She don't. I
I'm
think
just
that this
saying,
match
man.
was set up to further a single story, which is her getting the women's IC title off of Lyra. I think that's what that is.
So Lyra gonna do something janky, fuck the matchup, which is gonna cost them. And at the end of the match, Bailey gonna be like, "Bitch, you done screwed me over."
Something to that nature, yeah. But I don't want to see Bailey as a heel again. We just had that.
Yeah, I don't want heel Bailey
Yeah,
either.
I don't want heel Bailey. I think it should be Lyra. If anybody gonna flip, it should be Lyra.
She needs it.
Yeah.
Some intensity needs to be turned up with her character.
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah, I just know her as Bird Girl. Whenever she come out, she got the wings. Dun, dun, dun. Woo!
Oh, she do ain't that Finn Balor's interest?
Right. I didn't think about that.
I was watching her Monday. I was like, hold on a minute. Didn't Finn Balor coming out like that?
And I like Lyra. Like I've been following her since when she debuted in NXT UK. Like she's very, very good. She is.
I think it's gonna be a good match. I enjoy Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, she finally won me over.
Yeah. I told you, man.
Finally won me over. I enjoy watching Liv. She's very good. She good. I enjoy watching.
So, question: do y'all have an issue with them not showcasing their new secondary women's titles at WrestleMania? Not even because they're not even on the pre-show. Like I don't even think they having a pre-show this year.
It makes me feel like, well, what's the big deal? Ain't no big deal with them. I'm pretty sure they be backstage walking around and we'll see Chelsea. I'm pretty sure of that.
She's gonna have a backstage step. This is my take on it. I'm like, because everybody, Chelsea deserves to have a match on WrestleMania. No, she don't. Like, here's why. They haven't made you care about either one of those titles since they introduced them.
Yeah. At all.
Yeah, the only way to have them care is to have a good story behind them. And
a good
really,
story,
they've just been there's just the workhorse championships where they just be on, defending on TV, and that's cool. But we barely know the people. Like, of course, Chelsea got personality for days, but we still barely know Lyra. Anything really about her. She just have matches, which is cool, but
we don't know nothing about her.
I mean, Lyra actually defends the title more than Chelsea does. But
she does.
Chelsea, and don't get me wrong, I'm a Chelsea fan. I've always been a Chelsea fan. Like you said, she's got character for days.
Right.
But it's all she almost comes across as the comic relief for the show. This is what makes her the MVP. It's like, okay, you
Okay.
the MVP with the title, but the matches that you had, you don't have a feud right now. You don't have a rival, but they gotta randomly defend. Like they're doing her no favors with this belt. Sorry, they're not doing her any favors.
She just gave it a 24/7 championship and called it a day.
I would say they was. So what about someone like Tony Storm? Like,
what about her?
Well, what I'm saying is with Chelsea Green, her character. I've called Chelsea Green like the Tony Storm of WWE in a way.
Yeah,
but no one is good as. I mean, she don't cut promos as good as her or anything like that. But I just mean just character wise.
Oh yeah. Like she's one of one. So she has a lot of character and she maximizes all of her time and what have you. But to say that she deserves a spot on WrestleMania, no, she don't, because they haven't put either one of them in a position to make you care about the title. They got the title, okay. That's like when
it's forgettable.
Yeah, very much so. Like they haven't found their rival to make me want to care about their title. Same thing like with Braun. Like, first of all, that title should be on TV every fucking week. That's just for starters. But you parade him out every once in a while, but you see him sitting in the front row. Why the fuck is he sitting in the front row? And you put the camera on him. What the fuck is that?
They want to remind you that he had the belt.
Like, okay, but you reminded me, and I forgot again just that quick. Why? Because I haven't seen it.
I did forget, because for a minute I thought Sheamus still had it.
Is Shayna?
I know,
like,
Sheamus.
Yeah, it's like, but you're not making me care about your secondary titles because you have other storylines that you got two storylines that are dominating the show, or both shows though. So it's like I don't care about them. I don't. Like, again, I like Chelsea.
They need their rivalries, like you said, that certain person that's going to take them and the meaningless of the championship to a next level, and they just haven't done that with them yet.
You got her developing a rivalry with Zelina Vega. And I'm not knocking Zelina, but really,
I know. She wrestled more than you see Chelsea Green on TV, and it's like all she do is job. I mean, I think she won tonight, didn't she?
Yeah, she won tonight. She hit her with her finish off the top rope. So she'll get a title match next week. But guess what? She's gonna lose because Chelsea's matches always end with somebody with her
the Hervis.
Her Hervis interfering in the match.
So retarded.
Yeah, I know, right? And poor Alba Fire. I mean, Kaylee Ray. Just really, she just. Is that all y'all got for her? Like,
I'm glad she's doing something, but I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I am too. But it's like you released her tag partner after y'all put the belts on them just because y'all was in their home country, and then you did nothing with them.
Yep.
And then you released her tag partner, and now you got her playing sidekick to Chelsea. Really?
Yeah.
Her name is not Alba Fire. It's Kaylee Ray.
that was a waste to put all that momentum behind them and to get us all invested into them, just to take it away.
Yeah, same thing. Even with Viper, I'm not calling her name ain't Piper Niven. Her name is Viper. God damn it! So thank God it's not Dewdrop anymore. But
I know you did that.
Vince didn't get. Oh my God! But anyway, Vince was a piece of shit. But anyway, but yeah, you're not making me care about your secondary women's titles. You haven't done enough. So you just ain't did enough. So, but not at all. But do we actually care about Rey Mysterio versus Chad Gable? I mean, El Grande Americana. Put your goddamn hand down. You don't care about that match. Put your goddamn.
I think it should be fun.
It probably will be with a lot of interference, and you saw that get set up tonight. So
LWO all over the place. Yeah.
Dave's favorite group's going to be a part of it.
What, the LWO? Wait, what?
Hey, what Dave say? What Dave said a couple of weeks ago? He said, "Why they even there?"
They there to just bump and feed and take L's. That's all they there for.
They your Logan Paul, man.
Yeah.
I think so. You see, I put my hand on my face for nobody else. LWO.
That's his LWO right there.
That's my Logan Paul. Is LWO. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
they just there to bump and feed and take L's. That's all.
Yeah.
And to springboard and do the little springboard thing with Joaquin where they toss him off the second rope and he dive over and he land on everybody, then he get back in the ring. So
yeah.
But they talented as
I
hell.
enjoy Chad Gable though. That boy, he can wrestle. I enjoy his wrestling. I just wish he had something serious.
Chad Gable is highly underutilized.
Yes.
Like
You remind me of Kurt Angle so much.
That's what they doing with him. They even changed his music to go along with the use.
Yeah.
You
beast.
You got to start pushing that dude beyond this. And if you're gonna have him in the mid card, I would put the title on him.
It'll make more sense because he can develop story behind it. Think about it. This whole Rey Mysterio thing could be over the Intercontinental Championship. Something.
Speaking of IC title, man, I don't like how they dropped the ball on him not beating Gunther for that, man. That was just.
Oh, don't get me pissed off. Yes, I agree. That was hard.
The ball on that so bad.
But he dropped it to the ultimate underdog, though. He dropped it to Sami Zayn.
But Sammy didn't need it like Chad Gable needed it, though.
He did.
Not at the
Sammy
time.
didn't need it. Yeah, Sammy didn't need it. Sammy was just coming off one of the biggest storylines of the last 5 years. So he didn't really need it. Chad Gable, because you built him up, it's like, okay, Chad Gable probably should have won that. He did. He should have.
Right. Sammy was the honorary Oos.
Yeah.
Right. That was a couple years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely should have won that.
Roman, he was good where he was at.
Very much so.
I'm going to Americano.
Do we care about the outcome of that match? Not really. Not really. It was just to get Ray on the card. I honestly think that that by this time next year, Ray will probably be retired or getting ready to retire, like for real retire.
Yeah. So this just basically just get him on the card.
Yeah.
It's a I guess you would say it's a knot on Chad Gable's belt of being able to work with Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then you say to get everybody else in it too.
I mean, Ray, he finna be 50, which is, I mean, that's still young for wrestling age, man. It's like,
now when you hop around like Ray,
I mean, it's a lot of miles on those tires. It's a lot of miles on those tires.
on them knees, baby, on them knees.
That's why he don't pop out the stage no more. Them knees got toe up doing that shit. It wasn't what he was doing in the ring. It was they getting blown up in the earth 15 feet and then landing. It's like, bro, you come down harder than when you go up. So,
but it was one of the coolest entrances, though.
It was.
It was cool.
It was. And that's why he blew out both his knees. So
oh, that's why they stopped doing it. When he was that jumping up the sky. Oh,
yeah, that's why they stopped doing it, because he blew them knees out doing that shit. So
my oldest son, boy, he was pop when he see that.
That's even like with Rhea's entrance, how she come out and then she slam her leg. I'm like, boy, she gonna blow that. You shortening the life on that knee is all I'm saying. You shortening the life on that knee.
We gotta learn from Goldberg.
Yes.
You talk about when he slipped at SummerSlam.
When he ran it, when he ran his head into the damn locker, the back.
That boy came out there. He was already he gigged himself without gigging himself. So.
Yeah, he forgot he was an older man. He went in his 20s no more, ramming his head up against the damn locker.
Like you don't have to do that. Like the camera's not on you to do that, so you don't have to do that. So he'll probably have his farewell match at I think we talked about that at the Saudi, in one of the Saudi shows. So
so did we find out that is the street fight between Damian Priest and McIntyre gonna be with the cars and around and everything?
I don't think they say it, but I'd be surprised if they did that. But then again, I wouldn't be if they did
It'd be
that.
so cool though. It'd be cool though.
It's just gonna, you know what it's gonna end up being? They're gonna use a bunch of kendo sticks. Somebody gonna go through a table. Somebody gonna get slammed on the steps. It's gonna go up into the audience, and then it's gonna come back down. It's gonna be some type of wonky bullshit finish, and then Drew going over. Just saying.
That's a long way to go if you're trying to go backstage. If you like you say, if they start in the ring, you got to go all the way back there. Y'all see how long that damn ramp is?
Yeah, that's a long ass. That's a long ass walk.
Think about WrestleMania 17. Big Show, Kane, and Raven. And
They had to use the other little caddy to get around. Remember?
Yeah.
Use the golf court.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It may start out and look. It'll start out in the back, and they'll work their way towards the ring.
Yeah, that's how that was in WrestleMania
And
17.
and then take a couple big ass bumps out there. Somebody flip over the safety rail and do a little bit out there. Somebody get hit with a trash can. Then you go back to the ring. Somebody gonna get hit with a couple kendo sticks. It's like,
I forget the trash can lid. You go
yeah,
always.
I mean, they're gonna pull out the aluminum trash can. That's a given. Somebody got to get hit with the aluminum trash can. So
Things don't even hurt.
no, it's aluminum. So
Right.
it's aluminum. I said it's hollow as shit. So
Right, it's
because
super
if that was a real steel can, when you crack somebody with that son bitch, it ain't gonna fold. I mean, it'll fold, but it ain't gonna fold like that.
No, that ain't them old school trash cans. No.
No, you had to put some stank on that shit for them to ban. My granddaddy had one of them. So
they could gimmick a soda can.
we used that mug to hop the fence. So I'm just saying, hell.
Yeah, the ones they do. Ain't nothing on that one.
So if y'all if you haven't watched already, Dave, I know you said you haven't, but you heard. Again, Dynamite and Collision were both really good shows. The match between Athena and Mercedes,
I think that was pretty good.
That was they gave them a lot of time too. Like that was
I
a really fucking good match.
Because I thought that was the one they was gonna do the All in Texas.
Athena and Mercedes.
Yeah, but it was a good one. They got it all.
I could see them running that back at some point in time. It's like, why wouldn't you though?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you though?
And I was also, man, I was like, why have y'all been holding back Athena from us?
Yeah, she was in ROH for a couple of years too.
Yeah, they were holding back.
She is your forever champion though, so you know.
Ain't gonna lose that no time.
She's your forever champion though, but it's Mercedes. How you doing?
Now she lost. Did she lose her championship to Mercedes?
No, it was for the Owen Hart tournament.
Okay, she don't need another damn belt. God.
No, yeah, but the thing to that match was this was the first time that Athena's lost in the 3 years that she's been back in ROH or with AEW. This is her first loss.
I ain't think about that. It is her first L.
It's her first L.
Mercedes, her first loss?
No, Athena.
Athena, okay. So
yeah, in the 3 years that she's been back, this she just lost. This is the first time that she lost.
Yeah. Now she another one that actually believe in the ring.
Like she been over there racking up wins left and right. So
Are they trying to push Mercedes and Tony Storm? You think?
I think that's what they kind of hinting to for All In. But yeah, I think that's what they hitting to for All In. Like that would be a bigger match as far as selling for the pay-per-view, as opposed to her and maybe Jamie Hayter, who just kind of came back, is kind of gathering her footing again. You kind of you don't want to go back to her and Megan Bain already because that match just happened. So you kind of you still building on Megan Bain being, you know, the Amazon and crushing people. And like I actually liked what they did with her with the show yesterday. They kind of did like the Nia Jax thing. She wrestled two girls, she squashed them. That's what you're supposed to do. She's a heel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Show her power.
You're creating her as a dominant force. Okay, she beat two people. It's no different than when they would have Braun Strowman wrestle 2 and 3 people. Why? Because you're building him up to be a dominant heel.
Two or three little small.
Right.
I mean, yeah. You know, so they can bump and feed for him, so he can toss him around. You know,
Is he wrestling 10-year-olds out there?
basically they were. So, but just to build them up. I also heard rumblings that they're actually about to give Mercedes give her own little faction and what have you.
What?
So I don't know if you heard of them or not, but the Renegade Twins.
Oh, I heard of them yet.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the Renegade Twins, and I can see them leaving Harley Cameron with her too, because that little exchange in between them these last couple weeks has been fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Because Mercedes will be cutting
brings out a
promo,
little
next thing you see
entertainment
is Harley
Mercedes
come in with their
Monet.
goddamn puppet.
Yeah, and she brings out a little more entertainment within Mercedes Monet.
Yeah,
She kind of knows how to play with her to kind of bring a character out of it. Because at first, before she got around old girl, she just was so damn dry.
yeah. Hey, whoa! First of all, you back off of Mercedes, goddamn it! You back off. You back it off. No.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Hall of Fame is on.
I'll watch it tomorrow while I'm eating breakfast. So
Yeah.
I'll probably just watch it on fast forward anyway. So I mean, you got what 7, 8 people going in. So
Yeah.
speeches will probably be like, well, you know, they got a timer on that shit now. You get like 6 minutes. So
Yeah, since Ric Flair. Ric Flair said
no, Mr. T.
Now, who went the longest that they had to give him a timer, man?
They started the timer after Mr. T.
Oh yeah, after Mr. T.
Yeah, because that damn fool was up there for about 25 minutes, and the only thing he kept talking about was his mama. Bro, come on.
Right.
Come on.
Look, my mama, man.
Bro, you going into the celebrity wing, cuz. What you doing? What you doing? Why you giving them much time? And from that point on, they gave one time limit. It's like, hey, you got like 6 minutes.
Well, old boy said on Dave Chappelle show, wrap that shit up, B. Wrap that shit up.
You better wrap the shit up, B. Wrap the shit up now. I mean, what
We
you should have been
old,
doing it
man.
anyway. Like when you got, 7, 8, 9 people going in and everybody talking for 30 minutes, bro, motherfuckers are sitting in the audience like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting at home like this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, bro, wrap it up.
Right,
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Take everybody chunk the deuce and let's move on.
Thank you. Goodbye and good night. And on that note, I bid you adieu. Goodbye and good night.
Hold on, Kenny Omega dry ass.
So did we pretty much cover the card, y'all?
Yeah.
The World Championship, Ray and El Americano World Tag Team titles. So New Day winning.
I think New Day winning.
I go on New Day.
All right. Jade and Naomi.
Jade.
Jade.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jade.
Jade.
United States Championship, LA Knight and Jacob.
Fatu's getting his first title.
Yeah, Fatu. If Solo don't kick him in the face by mistake.
Or hit him with the Samoan spike.
By mistake.
Yeah. Then LA Knight might retain. I'm gonna go with LA Knight.
Yeah.
All right.
I wouldn't have a problem with LA Knight because retaining because you didn't do the solid run.
Yeah.
Nice.
Women's Championship, Tiffany and Charlotte. I think Charlotte gonna win.
Charlotte.
I'm sticking with my pick with Tiffany sneaking a win.
Okay. Roman Punk, Seth.
With an assist from Paul Heyman.
I think Roman gonna get it.
I'm going with my tribal chief.
I don't want to count Punk out either. He may win his first main event match as well.
I could see that, but also with Seth still walking out with Paul.
Him and Seth is just too fucking obsessed with each other.
Very much so. Like they bitter high school rivals that carried it well and this deep into adulthood. So
Like, I think that's the thing that sets character, and I think for real, deep down too, he just can't get over everything that happened with Punk, and everybody moved on, and he keep bringing back up the same old stuff.
He keep bringing
Exactly.
back up the Shield. He keep bringing back up stuff with him and Punk. It's like the Hatfields and McCoy.
It's like
Yeah,
you said,
basically.
it's just like an X, like a scorn
Yeah.
X.
Corn.
Right. I'm going Roman Reigns on that one. We'll see Roman go over.
Here we go.
Women's triple threat, EO, Bianca, Rhea.
Give it to Bianca. I hate to see EO lose it again already, but I'm going with Bianca.
Yeah, Bianca on that one.
And her pinning Rhea in that one.
I'm gonna say Rhea. I'm gonna say Rhea, and then Bianca gonna chase her or something.
Yeah.
But
Cody and Cena.
we may have the double turn.
Who?
Brother.
You picked up on that too?
That's what I'm kind of sensitive. Now that I'm looking at the names, I'm like, maybe it's a double turn because Rhea already faced, but Bianca is face as well. So we may, yeah.
But I don't. You can't see because they did not. Rhea just came back from being a heel, and she's back to being a babyface. You don't want to turn. She about to. If you flip her that quick, you might as well put her in the Big Show territory now. Flips
true.
just for the sake of flippings.
But then it's about what's needed in the moment too. But Big Show going back and forth that wasn't necessary. But I think they would do the turn if it's necessary.
Yeah, if it makes sense, I can see it happening within the body of the match.
Yeah. I think she'll have to resort to heel dastardly tactics.
Right. She gonna hold the trunks. So
right. I learned a lot of words from JR, man.
Right, of course. Dastardly.
Government bill, son of a bitch. All right.
Uh-oh.
AJ Styles, man, damn it.
All I'm saying is if AJ lose, he gone. So
okay. See, it's two of these matches that I see like the veteran needs to put over the other person, like Naomi and Jade, and then AJ and Paul. But I don't see that because I think with Logan Paul's position, even though he's not a wrestler, I don't see AJ needing to put him over. People already know Logan, and they know that he's not like full time for real to like.
You're a real piece of shit.
All right, fuck it. I'm trying to be thoughtful and think about and be logical.
Sorry.
All right. All right.
Okay. AJ wins that one. Okay.
All right. AJ.
I'm doing it to appease my guy over here. So,
all right. Look, Liv and Raquel and Bailey and like Lyra.
I see Liv and Raquel probably retaining.
Yeah.
Liv had a pretty solid year or so. Her getting a win at WrestleMania is due.
Be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, because she bust her ass in that cell. That girl had bruises all over.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. Damian Priest McIntyre.
Whatever. Because it can go either way.
It really can. That's why I'm just kind of looking at it like
it's kind of that's one of those either way. So
yeah.
Who needs it more though? Who needs to win more though?
Priest needed.
Priest needed.
It's something that's just really dry and just boring about him. I'm sorry.
Huh? You need a manager.
He kind of do. He need a mouthpiece.
He need a mouthpiece.
Yeah, he need a mouthpiece.
He's decent on him. He's decent on mic.
Man should be talking for everybody.
Yeah, I told you. I like Priest. I've been following him since ROH, but You like 6'6", 6'7", you try to move like a luchador. You're not trying to wrestle as the typical big man, but in the same token, you're not 5'11" and 190 pounds either. So I mean 101 pounds. So
He the new
uh,
limitless Keith Lee.
I think that's I know, right? So that's a toss up with that one. Either one can win.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, the Fatal 4-Way, Brian, Penta, Finn, and Dominic. I think I'm gonna change my I don't know who I said was gonna win before, but I'm just gonna say no. I said Finn was gonna probably lose it, but I'm gonna go with Finn to win.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna because they always talking about, oh, we need to bring the title to the Judgment Day. We need to bring this to the Judgment Day. Blah, blah,
They
blah.
need to bring something to the Judgment Day.
Yeah, bring it to an end.
Yeah.
There you go. That's for starters. I think
Yeah.
Braun retains.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with Braun retains. Yeah, Braun retains.
And we've already said that Cena probably gonna win the championship.
Yep.
He needs to win the championship.
He needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to win it. Otherwise, what's the point?
Yep.
Right. So and Randy's gonna punt somebody. We just don't know who yet. So
Right. We gotta throw that in there. Randy gone.
I gonna punt somebody.
and
Hopefully,
somebody going
it may be Gilbert. He may be coming back.
not Gilbert. They ain't gonna do that to Randy. They ain't gonna do that to Randy.
No, that'll be the biggest. That'll be one of them things like how they did Mark Henry. He got pissed. You heard about how Mark Henry when he get really like shoot pissed?
Yeah, I heard that. That's how they got the Hall of Pain thing going. They played what they played. He said they played a joke on him.
Yeah.
In the show that he had a match, and he said he's standing there waiting for his match, but nobody never came out, and everybody, cameraman, everybody laughed.
It was a house show.
Yeah, so he just tore the whole setup.
Oh damn!
Told Vince he quit. Right, told Vince he quit. And Vince was like, "No, you can't quit. After doing that, I got an idea for you." That's when he became the Hall of Pain.
Really, I never heard that before.
That's how it came about.
Yeah, that was his run though. When he was Hall of Fame.
And this dude, I was just listening to Big Show yesterday talk about how he used to bend quarters in half.
Yeah.
And freaking, yeah, he was legit. I don't know who the strongest man now, but Mark was legit the strongest man in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want him on your team. You want him on your team.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's a little older. He'll still do some damage.
Basically, yeah. Like so he don't just have regular shrimp now. He got old man shrimp now. So that's something totally different.
Right.
He ain't got to go to the gym no more. He just wake up with it. So.
And you went to school with him. You just bring him sandwiches every day to school. Brought you
right.
Mr. Henry.
Right.
Mr. Henry.
So we still like we still boys, right? So
right. Yeah, 14 calling him Mr. Henry.
Yeah, right. Because he probably had the beard then too. Shit. So
I'm just Mr. Henry.
You know, I put double meat on your sandwich. So you got double meat. Sandwich be this goddamn big. Look, be this goddamn big. Put the whole goddamn pig on that son bitch.
Well, y'all, it is midnight. We finna go ahead and call it a night. WrestleMania is today now.
Yeah, it's today now.
Saturday.
Start with Stand and Deliver, and then slide right on into night one.
Yeah.
Yep, so, all right. So hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, Sunday tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Y'all have a good night, and thanks for watching the stream, everybody.
Peace.